Good morning, good morning. Hopefully y'all doing well. Wishing y'all nothing but blessings. You know what I mean? It's kind of a gloomy day, but you gotta stay positive out here. You know what I mean? I really wanted you guys to understand the power of positivity, the power of compassion, the power of self-love, the power of self-care. All these different things that I'm discussing with you is going to do nothing but benefit you. My fault. I'm over here just trying to get myself situated. I just finished eat up a little sandwich I made yesterday. I got like 20 more minutes on my break, and I want to be productive. I want to do something with y'all. So let's walk with me, right? So I'm on my break, in Cambridge with it, you know what I mean? MIT campus type stuff, you know what I mean? And we just gonna walk around the city, and then I'm gonna come back to the desk, wrap up my job, and get back, you know what I mean? But yeah, even so, speaking of that too, because it's on my brain, even after I get out of work, what I plan to do is go straight to the gym, you know what I mean? This is consistency. I've been doing this for a while. Even at this job, I'm really blessed to be having a security job and been doing this for about 8 years plus now. And it's ironic, you know, time flies. You gotta be intentional with your time, but the consistency, the discipline that I was able to acquire over this duration of years it's phenomenal, right? When I first started doing security, I was even picking up shifts, second shift, which was about 4:30 to 1 a.m. People are like, what the hell, 1 a.m.? That's late. Yes, it is late. I remember driving home, late night type of vibe, right? And it's like the roads are clear, it's just you. And the reason why I'm kind of spinning back to that time is because I remember when I was on my phone, Snapchat, social media, Instagram, y'all know what's up, you know what I mean? And I'm seeing all these parties, all these events, all these shorties, you know what I mean? Locations, like everything's popping, you know what I mean, on social media. And I was missing all that. I seen it right on my phone, right? But as I'm speaking with you guys right now to kind of like exemplify the power of time and how it doesn't wait for nobody, is that look how things change. Some people still on the same type of time, doing the same damn things, right? Getting the same damn results, right? But when you sacrifice, you get away from the limelight, you get away from the distractions, you get away from these quote unquote friends, right? People that are trying to hold your potential back. And I said this to one of my homegirls, one of my peoples, right? Is that when it comes to females, because this is a shorty I was talking to, right? Is that that's why some females, they don't really be having friends or a strong social like sisterhood, because on the back end there's a lot of competition, a lot of envy, a lot of darkness in the heart, right? A lot of coldness, bitterness in the heart, right? Competition, right? So it's just you don't need that around you. You don't need that energy around you. So I really want you guys to take into consideration, really be intuitive, right? Understand who you're surrounding yourself around, because you're limiting your potential. You're not going to get to where you want to be, right? Or you could have been at your destination a little earlier, a few years earlier, if you took life serious, right? So I'm just trying to pick up a few gems from my discussion, what I'm able to give to you, because I want you to succeed. I want you to grow. I want you to become the person that you need to become. But I want to keep it real with you. There's a lot of fake love out here. A lot of fake love out here. People are pretending. People out here. Yo, I'm telling you, life is something, yo. And if you know what's popping, yo, drop. You know what I mean? Give people some insight in the comments area. But I'm telling you right here, there's a lot of fake love out here, yo. It's beautiful. Like I said, it's a gloomy day. But maintain that positive mindset, right? And I realized too, like I said, is like, you know what I mean? On the back end, who's gonna come into your life and really encourage you? Just to get to it, most likely nobody, right? Because most people, human beings, were consumed into our reality. We're worried about what we got going on, right? COVID was a few years ago, pandemic, right? And it affected us tremendously when it comes to our social interacting, how we're going to be able to engage with people. And it's starting to rain, what the hell? But we still going to keep pushing through, you feel me? We do this for real, fam. Yeah. But yeah. Most people are not going to sit here and motivate you, encourage you, and trying to give you the real and the things that you need, right? Because they're consuming to their own world, right? You got some people out here that are still competing with their high school self, their old self. I'm going to just stay under the, let me give you all a little insight. Yeah, we're on the little skyscrapers. It's a beautiful scenery over here, but I'm going to just stay over here just to kind of prevent the rain just getting crazy with it. But yeah. You got some people out here still competing with their old self. You know what I mean? Not being realistic, not giving themselves the reality check, not looking at their situation with a motivational mindset. You know what I mean? Compassionate mindset. With the self-love. I mean, with understanding, right? Things don't have to be too difficult. Life doesn't have to be too difficult. Life doesn't have to be too hard, right? You can make it more manageable when you break things down into steps. And that's exactly what I was able to do. But like I said, you have to be intentional about your decisions. Only you know what's beneficial for you. Only you know what your limitations are. Only you know your capacity, right? Only you know what's good for you. Only you know when you need to stop, right? Let's just be real. I've been to parties, I did all that, you know what I mean? We did all that. But like I said, on the back end too, all that stuff, all that fun, all that pleasure is not going anywhere anytime soon, right? And for the old folks out there that you know what I mean? That have the wisdom, that have the experience, right? They know what they're talking about. They do. But the main thing in our society is that most people don't seem to listen. Don't want to hear it. But when they're down bad and they're going through some real situations, you know what I mean? They want someone, you know what I mean? They want people to listen to them, right? But I really want you guys to think about, like I said, your mental health. Think about your self-care. What are you doing? And if so, is there any ways that you're able to improve your situation with your intentionality behind it? Because at the end of the day, like I told my clients, regardless, you know what I mean? Like, real spill, ain't nobody going to sit here and force you to do what you need to do. No one. No one has that control over you, right? And I'm not trying to sun you. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like, this is straight love. This is just straight compassion. This is straight, like, I want to see you win. I really, you feel me? I don't want to see you being in a situation where someone's manipulating you outside your position, using you, having you tore up from the flow up, right? You scratching your head like, only if I knew, like, no. I want you to really, like, you know what I mean? I want you to win. I really want you to win. And by you winning, I get to win. You get to win. The world gets to win, right? We all shine together, right? And this is how it starts, is that you can't make a change unless you change yourself. I mean, on the back end. And all the things that I'm talking about, I wouldn't be preaching, I wouldn't be talking, I wouldn't be standing with confidence and really, you know what I mean, exuberating this passion, this love off my tongue if I'm not doing it myself. You know what I mean? But like I said, it starts with consistency. So find things that you enjoy, find things that you can improve, find the support, right? Get into therapy, get into counseling, like, change my life. And on the back end too, what was told to me is that good counselors have a counselor themselves. There's no way in hell that you're going to sit here and engage with other people's emotions, right? Counter-transference, to deal with real emotions, real feelings of other individuals, and you feel that too. You know what I mean? And if you don't take care of yourself, what happens? Burnout. You know what I mean? One presentation I'll never forget is about burnout prevention. And I'll make a video about that so you guys can get the really daily of what's really going on. Like, burnout prevention is real. I'm gonna just keep walking because you know what I mean? Even though it's sprinkler, I just want to, you know what I mean? Get some motion, get some movement, right? But yeah, I think that this conversation, as we're walking, as I'm just kind of just, you know what I mean? Just doing my thing, like, this is real dialogue, you know what I mean? Because I really want, like, I wish I had, you know what I mean? More people like myself, just straight up. That's the love that you gotta have for yourself. You really have to love yourself the way that no one else is gonna love you, real spill. Or even so, the way that your friend, your sister, your brother, whoever, you know what I mean? Cousin, whoever, I don't know, your world. The way that someone else in your world loves you, you gotta be able to love yourself that way. And one thing I want to also say too, and I gotta keep it a buck with you, is there's always going to be people out here to talk down upon you or just talk ish because they ain't got nothing going on. Miss you likes what? Company. I'll say it again. Miss you likes what? Company. You feel me? We live in Boston with it. People look at you, you know what I mean? Keep it pushing. It don't matter, you know what I mean? This is your world, you know what I mean? We all share it. We all breathe it. And one thing I also want to say too, even though we walk in the ring right now type stuff, is that observe, be more observant. Be more present. You know what I mean? Because when I be riding my bike and I be passing by, like, for instance, like the cemetery, it's a real scene that you need to really, like, take into consideration, because we ain't any different. You feel me? Those are the same people that you see with them stones on the ground type stuff. They was living, they was breathing the same damn air that we're breathing right now. The way that the sun kisses and touches your face, they was, you feel me? Same thing with them. They was over here getting a little suntan, getting a little crispy out here. You feel me? So it's like, yo, life It's beautiful. Life is precious, but time does not wait for nobody, y'all. So I really want us to be more productive with our mindset. I really want us to be more loving to ourselves. I really want us to like really be, you know what I mean, like taking our personal development more serious. And everybody's going to be at their own stages. Everybody has their own disabilities, their gifts, and their advantages. And that's the thing about it, right? Is that when we spend more time within ourselves, we're able to discover these things. You know what I mean? Like I said too, me finding a job that was able to accommodate my lifestyle, with me being in school, right? Me trying to be focused and get this degree, right? Yo, I seen a lot, right? We seen people that are going to school, not taking their purpose serious, not taking their education serious. What happens? Academic probation. Academic probation. Now you're on a, you know, suspension type of thing, and yeah, I mean, like, it's really critical now. Now you can't be on campus no more. Now you're at the community college level, like you bump down from the 4 year, right? It gets real. And at the end of the day, too, you're only fooling who? Yourself, because at the end of the day, this is a business. Who got to pay for it? Nothing is what? Free. Yeah, real spell. Nothing is free. You feel me? We got to work for it. We got to put that effort in. And as long as you show up for who? As long as you show up for you, as long as you show up for yourself, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Real spill. 3 weeks from now, I'm about to be done with my internship. It's been a long rodeo, like for real, when it comes to education stuff. From high school, 2017, to the community college, graduating in 2020. You know what I mean? UMass Boston from 2020 to 2022, right? Took a year off to kind of figure out what's really going on with me, like, you know what I mean, like this job world, I went back to school 2023, finished up the program 2026, May, you feel me? 1 more month, you feel me? Like, yeah, I really put the work in. As I'm looking at myself with the compassion, with the love, right? I'm just kind of mind blown. I'm mind blown because I never thought that I would make it to where I'm at right now. I never thought I would make it here. I'm not gonna hold you. Never thought. Right? And that's why I'm telling you the power of what? The positivity, the positive mind, right? What it could do for you. Also, to actively listening to people, being intentional, supports, taking your life serious. Like I said, you have people out here going to parties, doing what they're doing, messing with the shorties, hanging around the basketball court, just not really doing things that they know they shouldn't be doing. You feel me? You all know, you have the intuition inside you. And like I said too, your friends too, your people around you could be holding you back from your blessings and your full potential. But at the end of the day, we gotta be accountable, yo. We made the what? We made the choices. Feel me? Someone else too on the sidelines could be looking at me like, this guy thinks he's a big shot. This guy thinks he's cocky. Who gives a damn what anybody thinks? What I think about myself is really what matters. Because I gotta sit with myself when in the silence when no one's there. Same thing for y'all. So don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anybody, you know what I mean, undermine you. You know what I mean? To make it seem like the effort and the work that you put in, like it's just, you feel me? Don't let someone put that under the rug, yo. Are you crazy? Don't let someone walk all over you like, nah. You know, you stand in your 10, you feel me? You keep your chest out. And you tell yourself that you're proud. Like I said, this motivation is cultivated within. Love lies within. You know what I mean? By loving yourself, you're loving others. By loving others, you're loving yourself. Like, this is you know what I mean? I can't even speak damn near. But just, it's like a triangle of love. But yeah, y'all, like this is, I can't really make this up, y'all. I really want you guys to, like I said, understand that we're all at different spots in our life. That's perfectly fine. But I want us to also understand, like, when you're intentional about your decision making, when you're accountable, right? And you do the proactive things that are going to be beneficial for your life and for your future, you're going to get the results. And you may not see it, right? But it will happen. This is a testimony of my life. This is a testimony of mental health. Like, on the back end too, like, I'm not going to get too much into detail, right? Like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I want to really keep this video kind of sentimental, and I'll make another video based off the next topic, et cetera. But it's just like, yo, like, the mind could take us so many different places, right? But we also got to take in consideration, like I said, various times, that our environment and the people that we surround ourselves around tremendously have that impact over our circumstances, right? But I want you guys to spend more time with yourself, You know what I mean? Walk with me, right? I'm in the rain with y'all. Y'all see what's going on? You see the driplets on my, you feel me? Come on, y'all. Spend more time with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself grace. Tell yourself you're proud. Affirm yourself, right? This is beyond giving the little haircuts and getting cleaned up. Like, don't get it twisted. Love yourself. Do that. You feel me? You look good, you feel good. You feel me? You look good, you feel good. You know what I mean? But at the same time, too, like I said, this is a consistent flow that you got to maintain. This is the lifestyle. You know what I mean? There's no medicine in the world that's going to sit here and give you feel me? The lifestyle change. This is something that you have to work for. This is effort. This is real work. Get up and try again. You feel me? You fall down, you get back up. And I want to say something too. I'm not chasing perfection. I'm not. And I don't want you guys either. But I want you guys to choose to chase improvement, progress. Something where you're able to, you know what I mean? You compare and contrast the old you versus the new you and be like, wow, like, yeah, that was me. That was really me. Like, I really want you guys to be able to explore that and experience that. But please, y'all, take some of the information that we discussed today. Let it marinate. If you got to spin this video back, do what you got to do. Share if possible, you know what I mean? Give a thumbs up so the algorithm, you know what I mean, could do what it's doing on a positive note and other people can really reach this message. But like I said, y'all, love lies within. Take it easy.